Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot, and today we're doing August readings. I've got the Unfolding Path Tarot here, and I just want to remind you that these are general readings for a general audience, so it's not quite the same as a one-to-one reading. It might really resonate with you, or there just might be a nugget of wisdom or general inspiration. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you know your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign placements, check the videos for all of those. And finally, I fast forward the video over the shuffling part because I really like to focus on the shuffling and not chit chat over that bit. So I'm going to fast forward the video. I'll meet you in your reading in just a tick. See you there. Okay, Sagittarius, let's see what we've got coming up for August. The Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Wands. It's a lot of fire. And the Three of Cups. Well, I am jealous. I'm not going to lie. I am jealous. This is a gorgeous reading. So starting with the Three of Cups, having a hard time. Let's move this guy. That's better. Okay. How about that? All right. So the Three of Cups, starting here, that's, the party card. And what a way to start. It can be, wild and raucous if that's how you like it. But it can also be just the thing where you get together with friends and reconnect and recharge, socializing with friends, spending time with loved ones and reconnecting with your tribe, whether it's friends or family members or all of the above, can be really healing. And that's, the vibe here. It's not just about necessarily getting wild, unless that is also a kind of way that you heal. That's what's happening here. If music and dancing is how you heal, socializing and with friends and sharing food, breaking bread, there might be a special occasion involved, like maybe a wedding or an engagement announcement, a birthday, a graduation, some, reason to celebrate. Or it could just be one of those things where you need to get together or you have the time to get together because it's a summer break. But it's a really excellent excuse, if nothing else, to get together with your favorite people and recharge. Because it looks like the rest of the month you're going to be really productive. The rest of the month we've got these fiery wands, right? And they tend to keep you busy doing stuff you love, doing your projects, doing the stuff that you put your heart and soul into, stuff you're driven to do, stuff that's attached to your ego or your kind of name, your passion projects, right? Starting with the Three of Wands, that's a kind of a preliminary, first fruits of the harvest. We see in this card here, it's a wonderful rendition. Let's see if we can get it without the glare. We see the central character, well, we just see her back because she's looking out at the ocean to watch her ships coming in. Traditional images of this card have the central figure like on sort of on the bank of maybe a bay or the mouth of a port, waiting for the ships to come in, maybe with goods, or it's supposed to symbolize, a business person watching, their first fruits of their endeavor, some sort of trade that they're involved in, and is a positive sign that their labors are, in flow, essentially. So that's what this Three of Wands represents for you. You might not be a tradesperson, waiting at the port. Obviously, it's a metaphor, and it applies to whatever your trade or passion project or industry or even hobby is. If it's just an Etsy store kind of thing, it could be if you're an actor or a performer, it could be finally getting that great gig that you've been working so hard to get, or landing an agent. If you're an accountant, it could also be getting that great position in an accounting firm that you've been trying to get into. I don't have a frame of reference for that industry, but whatever applies to your industry, this is kind of like a level of success that is not the sort of end, the culmination of your career or the sort of end product, but you're seeing the energy that you've put into your passion project or whatever it is you're going after. You're starting to see the results and feeling successful and feeling proud and having a reason to celebrate, having a reason to toast with your friends. The Six of Wands is kind of like the next level of that. It's the next octave, if you will. And let's take a look at this. I love this version of this card a lot. This particular deck, it's linked in my description box below. If you're a tarot aficionado, if you collect decks, I highly recommend this deck. It's super inclusive in all the ways a deck and the tarot art can be inclusive. But back to the Six of Wands, traditional images have a hero on a steed kind of up above a crowd that seems to be cheering them on. And you can tell it's a card of victory, just like you can see in this card. Clearly, this is like a Paralympian who has, with a wreath and a trophy and the winning bouquet, celebrating a win. So this is an even more clear example of a victory, the sort of next level. Other depictions of this card, like one of my favorites too, another favorite is in the Lightseer's deck, you see the back of a woman who is clearly on a stage with a microphone, and she's performing for a crowd, and she's got a little bit of a star status. She looks like a rock star maybe. So there's tends to be a little bit of even notoriety or fame that comes with this level. So depending on your industry or your passion project or the kind of work that you're doing, by mid-month, there could be some sort of success that comes with, a gig that, allows you to see some sort of fame, or maybe you create some content that goes viral, some kind of a win like that brings you like next level success. And then finally, towards the end of the month, we have the Two of Wands. So it looks like this sort of next level success, it kind of branches off and you're able to start like another project or a new project, or you're able to branch off with a project. So It looks like you're going to have a lot of irons in the fire, and you'll have a lot of reasons to celebrate with friends and family members. Or for some of you, this card might also be a gentle reminder to do find time for the work-play balance. Because you've got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and your kind of heart and soul, it looks like, into some of these passion projects. Now, let me just point out for some of you, again, it's going to hit different Sagittarians in different ways, right? Because this is a general reading. But just to throw out some more options, wands tend to speak to like our passions, what we're driven to do, the things that our ego is attached to, the things that we maybe want to make our sort of mark on the world with. So it might be your job, but for some people have like a day job and then they have this other hobby or maybe an artistic career that they're pursuing while the day job, pays the bills. So you could have a day job while the wands really speak to, your acting career or your photography business that you're starting up or your Etsy store or something like that. For some people, this could be finally leaving the day job, right? And being able to, or being in that place where you're able to do your YouTube channel full time and, starting to really see it take off and hitting a level of success, because wands can also be that entrepreneurial piece too. Another way wands can show up, because they're about passion and they're about motivation and energy, they can also show up as athletic endeavors. So for some of you, this might actually be like some sort of athletic endeavor. This could be training for a marathon or setting up a yoga studio or something of that nature. And let me just speak to any folks who are not working or maybe retired. This, of course, easily fits in with a hobby or an association you're with that you enjoy, that you're proud to be a part of, that you're talented with. When you're retired, maybe you have more time for the book club or a neighborhood association, or even for gardening and bringing, something from your garden to the state fair or something of that nature. So being able to show, your prize gourd or win a prize for your gourd at the state fair, something like that. You understand what I'm saying, I think. But in any case, just to review, being able to heal with friends and family or your chosen family, and going from strength to strength and possible fame or notoriety, certainly seeing successes that lead to being able to branch out in whatever your passion project is, being able to plant seeds for new iterations of whatever your passion project or your creative project or your whatever your garden, your metaphor, whatever you're planting in your metaphorical garden. Like I said, I'm super jealous. This is a gorgeous reading. It's super positive, and I hope you love it. Sagittarius, thanks for dropping by. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please take good care of yourself. Until next time, bye for now.